Hi folks, welcome back to another episode of the Survival Series. Man, 1.17 came out like so long ago now, and I still just off camera got some deep slates. I also got some netherite armor and stuff like that, which has been in the game for like 3 updates now. But anyway, folks, today we're going to be doing some more cleanup on the base. I know I say this every single time, but this time we're going to actually do like this whole area up here. We need to get this looking better. Yeah, so last episode we worked on these ender porters. We got at least 2 of them built, and there was a small issue I haven't really mentioned with my ender porter design. That is, sometimes when you reload the ender porter, you get teleported up to the top. So that's what this building is actually here for, not just the fact that there's a big hole in the ground. Oh man, this is actually really tough. So I haven't actually really been building anything yet. I've just been trying to lay things out, and it's tough. So it's kind of hard to explain what I'm trying to go for here, but I'm trying to go for like a really organic build and just sort of put things down and have a kind of a, I don't know, like an oriental kind of feel to it or something. I don't know. It should feel like a complex, like a base complex up here, even though there's really no purpose to this part of the base as far as I can tell. So basically this is the way that I'm going through here and just, you know, working out all the details and trying to figure out what I want. So right now we have all these like really nasty looking pillars around. I think it's time that we go ahead and start like actually building up here. Well, let's see what happens. Okay, so I did not get it finished, but yeah, we're starting to see some of the things already that I've built up there. Yeah, we're pretty far from finished here, but I just wanted to go over the things that we did build already. So we have this entrance here, which is kind of all right. I guess it needs work. And then over here we have a mess. Man. Right, so we got a lot of different shapes going on, that's for sure. We have this like little courtyard area, that's what this is, you'll just have to trust me. Then we go up here, and yeah, there's just more pathways, little places to go here and there. We're getting somewhere, sort of. Definitely needs a ton of work to even get close to looking done, or good for that matter. And I thought I might as well go ahead and show you what this place looks like at night. Of course, it's not really done yet. I've been doing a little bit of work off camera, just trying to get the paths kind of looking nicer. But yeah, folks, that's pretty much how this project is looking right now. A lot of work needs to be done, of course. Definitely a work in progress, but I'm really liking the build style to a certain extent. It just needs a lot more work to get it to be executed right. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and move on. I actually want to set up something kind of far out into the world here, away from the base. And it's kind of hard to decide where to set this up because the spawn is actually over there pretty... it's pretty close to spawn, and we don't want to cause too much lag with this. Villagers cause a lot of lag. I kind of just gave it away there, but that's okay. We need to move all the villagers from our underground village project out here and also start like a mass breeding project because we don't have librarians, and that's really how you get mending books and stuff, besides finding them in chests. And I have never found mending books in chests, so yeah, we're gonna have to definitely get that in order to get you know, the top tier items in the game. But before we get to that village project, folks, some breaking news. We have finally updated to 1.18. So, yeah, I don't know if I left it in the edit, but I was talking about how I don't want to actually update yet because not all the mods have updated. But I just decided to drop the one that hasn't updated yet, and I guess it's fine. So I think we owe it to ourselves to just fly out into the new terrain and just see what it looks like, and see if we can get some new places that we can build. Friggin' underground. Well, okay, here's the glow lichen, so we are in new terrain. I just don't know. Oh my goodness, we're right next to a geode. Yeah, technically these are from 1.17, but so I don't know if we're actually in 1.17 terrain or 1.18. Hopefully my computer doesn't hurt me for doing this, but all right. And wow, yeah, this is totally the new terrain. This is nice. Man, people have been talking about how like they went into 1.18 in their old world and it didn't really change how things look. And the game's actually running pretty good now. I guess it's because my simulation distance is turned way down and entities and stuff. But yeah, look at this. This is really cool. Right, so This new terrain is really nice. That's for sure. But one thing I kind of had an issue with this actually started with modded, to be honest, and this now exists in the game, is the terrain just looks too good to build anything. So, like, this terrain looks so nice. It's kind of a shame because when you build something, the old terrain was nice because it was crappy. You know, you had to do things to the world to make it look better. And if you build small things, you build cozy little builds, it didn't really matter that much because the terrain, it just fit in with the terrain. But now the terrain is so much larger than it was. Everything's grand. And anything that you build in the game anymore is like, I don't know, it's puny and minuscule. It's like you're building something in Ark Survival, and it's just like a little tiny wooden shack in the middle of like the most beautiful expanse. It's definitely going to be a challenge building stuff in the new terrain and just making everything look good. Yeah, look at these rock formations and stuff. Like, this is just crazy, crazy stuff. Man, it's going to actually kind of suck coming back to the base and just looking at the old terrain. I don't really think we're not going to move the base from where it is, but I'm going to, in the future, maybe a couple episodes from now, I'm going to start working on the nether tunnels and just really get the infrastructure up so that we can go out to the new terrain pretty often here. And I do want to get some new things set up out here, maybe like a horse training facility. That's what I want to do, a horse breeding and that kind of thing. We can definitely imagine doing something like that out here. This is a really cool place. Oh man, so we're back at home now, and I've actually been spending like a huge amount of time just trying to figure out where to put the villagers. It's just, I don't know. So in single player, right, the spawn area isn't always loaded. I know that for a fact, even though they tell you that, spawn is loaded and you don't put anything next to spawn that like running redstone clocks and stuff because it's going to lag your world. It doesn't actually do that, especially not with Optifine or Sodium installed. But if I do put this on a server, which I might at some point, then it will definitely lag the server. But by that point, I think I'll have a powerful enough server that we won't have to really worry about that. But anyway, I think what I need to do is just level a mountain. I need to come over here and just start chopping down trees, and I think that's the only way that I'm going to get stuff done. So let's just start doing that. All right, so we are in the process right now of taking back the second villager. So I don't really think I'm going to take every single villager back. I'm just going to rebreed them manually from just 2. We're about to ready to wrap up here, but before we do that, I'm going to go over the build that we just did here and explain what's going on there because it's a little bit complicated. Yeah, so 1.18 has been really rough on my computer, but hopefully we'll be able to get through the rest of this video just fine. So this is the build that we have so far. Obviously, it's not even close to done. I just decided to lay it out with dirt and just to see how it would look and if it would look terrible, and that's how I've been doing this in survival mode. I'm going to have a main room up here that has these like modules, and I don't actually know yet if I want to have these be the books, the enchanted books, or if I want to have villager stalls here, because I could do either. I'm going to have to make another area probably over here for our villagers, like a library area, or, for our books, depending on which one we end up putting up here. So here's the deal about the books and the villagers. So I put together a little bit of a table. First of all, there are way more enchantments than I realized that we have. So there are 38 of these enchanted books. And yeah, it's a lot of books. We only have 3 like little modules here. I guess if we have chests or barrels next to each other like this, then we'll have like 9. So we'll have 36 slots and there's 38 enchantments. And they're all pretty much important enchantments. On the other hand, if we do our villagers, let's just go ahead and take a look at this again. There are 12 different professions. I think some of them are just not even useful at all. Like the cartographer, like do you really need a cartographer or a Fletcher? I actually don't even know what the Fletcher does, to be perfectly honest. If we have 12 villagers up here, there's room for expansion, right? If they add any more professions, we can deal with that. If we have books, though, there's already no more room. So we might have to make like a library extension to this place. What's kind of funny is this build ended up being a lot smaller than I intended it to be. So yeah, it's a mansion, but it's very small for a mansion in my opinion. But if you go ahead and like stand over here and take a look at what it looks like, it looks bigger than it is. Right, it's like you look across a lake and like, wow, there's a big old house over there or something. I don't know. Anyway, folks, we got a lot of stuff done today, a lot of projects in the works. Man, we did a lot of building today, not really too much technical stuff. Maybe next episode we'll do a little bit more, tech and some wiring up of things. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Until then, folks, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.